In the Kali Yuga, men and women will live together merely because of superficial attraction, and success in business will depend on deceit. Womanliness and manliness will be judged according to one's expertise in sex. So remember, nature naturally, outside of human sexual regulation, which we starting to lose the regulation of that now, the lack of human accountability, where we start to go back to our natural wild instincts, which is just pure brutality, is three different factors that keep this wheel of the world going round, and that's brutality, sexuality, and deception. Biologically, after spending, I believe it's like 5 to 7 years with a mate or with your partner, your wife, or if you're a female, your husband, even if you're not married, y'all just being a couple for 5 to 7 years, the sexual attraction basically disappears at a certain threshold, about 7 years. You know what I'm saying? And y'all basically become companions, and it's just based on compatibility and chemistry at that point, but not based on the sex anymore. So she might sexually start to fantasize about other men, and the guy might start sexually fantasizing about other women. And this is where cheating begins, infidelity, because we don't know our own biology. He's just going naturally about his life, and he doesn't know that at some point his biology is gonna, the light switch is gonna flick off, and he's not gonna be sexually attracted to her anymore. And she doesn't realize this either. So they just go through the processes of it, and they just end up being sexually attracted to someone else. You know what I'm saying? To other people. And if we understood this biological fact, then we could know what we're getting into before you court somebody, before you dating them to the point of getting married, and you know what you're making your commitment to. Your commitment is not to the sexuality, because biologically it's almost impossible, basically. So in a normal case, it's a strange man meets a strange woman, and these strangers find a level of sexual attraction to each other, sexual chemistry with each other, and they act that out for a good 5 years, and then when they reach the 5 to 7 to 10th year, it dies out. Okay, because they were strangers. They don't really know each other at the deepest core of who they are. But we all need to learn from them and let them be an example that your lust or your sexual infatuation with whatever woman you're courting, whatever for your woman, whatever man you think you're interested in, they won't be able to make you content. You see, so the man is going to get into sex addiction or drug addiction or alcoholism. The woman going to do the same. These different addicted, it's going to show itself in one way or the other. Hopefully you understand that lust, sexuality, and so on was never a place that was supposed to bring complete contentment or bliss or satisfaction. It never did in nature, in the biological world. It won't in our human world. What makes us think that we're more special or significant, excluded from the damage that can be done through lust? What makes us think we're any different? Because in nature, sexuality is naturally dangerous and comes with a price of suffering, period. And if you're not married for something outside of lust, you're going to destroy your life or destroy your psychology and your soul. Even though you tried to escape it through doing it the correct route, which would be marriage, you still destroy your life.